Good evening, families. The Village Within is back with another general family meeting overview. So, again, we're going to be coming to you after every meeting every month, just for an overview for people who cannot make it either virtually or physically. So, we thank you for your engagement. Let's get started. So, this week, as far as this month, rather, as far as any reports, if you do want to, get a closer look or have some engagement with the reports, please reach out to info@thevillagewithinpto.org, and we'll be happy to release that information. As far as myself and my duties as president, of course, continuing to work on bridging that gap between us and leadership and staff. So really building that relationship, seeing how we can support, really just checking in periodically just to see if there's any space that we can fill in any way, shape, or form. Talking to the parents consistently. We're still out there at arrival and dismissal, giving information, making connections, making sure that all of the parents are aware of the Village Within. Because a lot of people may still not be aware. So just really making sure that we can extend our support in any way, shape, or form to all parents and our Kipsters. We did have the amazing Miss Karina Wells, the operations manager of Ujima, coming to us today. And Miss Wells spoke just about some concerns and some questions that the parents had. Some parents are inquiring about school supplies. So I've had quite a few parents ask, hey, I have all these school supplies left over, what's going on? That is definitely specific to teachers. So you may want to reach out to your teachers. Some kids didn't turn in school supplies. You may want to reach out to your teachers, but there always is a need for certain supplies. So the school is willing to take any supplies that you have. Also, the notion and the reality is that the school supply list is optional, and they are working every year to minimize that list to just really necessary school supplies, which is something that they did this year. Ms. Wells did let us know that. So again, if you do have any extra supplies, firstly, I will reach out to the teachers just to see if there is a need or a desire for those supplies. And then, and maybe extend that further to APs or to someone else who may be able to take those supplies. So you can also, inquire about that with your teacher, or you can reach out to the Village Within and we will support you with that. Miss Harris, our amazing principal of Harmony, was not able to make it, but I will be relaying any important messages via our social media that she would like to present to everybody. As you all know, if you've attended our attended them in the past, the amazing Rails Health Clinic always has some announcements for us. So Nurse Erica did give me some information, some vital information to relay. So of course, as we know, this is flu season, it's cold season, and it is also a season to acquire, immunizations and vaccines of that nature. So our school does provide that. If you want some information, you can head right over to Rails. Again, Rails Health Clinic, that is right to the left of the main office. In addition to that, as we are in the cold season, we really want you guys to pay close attention to the symptoms that your children report or that you see. So fevers over 104, vomiting, runny nose, diarrhea, things of that nature are symptoms that we would really like for you to watch closely. And if they are exhibiting these symptoms, please keep them home. Rest and healing is important. And additionally, that deters, the spreading of those viruses. So again, keep your children home if they have that fever of 104 or more. If they're vomiting, if they're showing, serious signs of, virus or infection, if they have diarrhea, things of that nature, again, we would love for you to keep them home. Additionally, today we did have an incident where a child had to receive an EpiPen and an ambulance because of a nut allergy. So we do know this is a nut-free school, and it is for this reason. This child didn't even digest the nut. It was just from them being around it. So I just want to stress the severity of nut allergies. Sometimes they are deadly, and it is imperative that we really do adhere to the reality that we are a nut-free school and our children cannot bring them in. Even if your child does eat it on their own, maybe, moving away from, their classmates at their table, you never know who else around them has that allergy. And again, just breathing it in is a severe severe situation for any child or adult for that matter that has a nut allergy. So I really want you guys to keep that in mind. All right, moving on to our new business. So the Village Within has an amazing, amazing thing that we do for our staff. It's called the Staff of the Month. This is just a really, really lovely initiative that really shines light and makes space to celebrate our staff. We all know that they deserve that space to be made. And I think that it's imperative because it definitely, induces fuel and energy for them to push forward. We know that, they have a lot of responsibility and a lot of effort and attention goes into what they do. So, us recognizing them is important. And the staff actually engages in this because they're the ones that send in the entry for the Staff of the Month. So it's an amazing thing. So again, this is a way that we're really bridging that gap and really building this connection and this partnership. So we want you to look out for that. That Staff of the Month, we're going to be posting it on our social media and our platforms. So help us in celebrating, comment, share, reach out to these staff members when you see them, and extend that in any way that you like. But we will love your support in really celebrating, acknowledging and spotlighting our staff members that deserve that. So we want you to look out and be ready to jump on that bandwagon and support with that initiative. As always, we are in a space of welcoming and loving, empowering our volunteers. We do have a volunteer call. So I want to thank you in advance. You know how I do. Thank you in advance for showing up because you always show up. We have 2 opportunities for you to engage just a little bit further in your child's education by volunteering. And I don't think you know the impact that you actually physically being in the same space as your child's educational career, how that impacts them, how it makes them feel secure, how it induces motivation, inspiration, comfortability, all of those things. And this is also a way for you to build relationship with the staff as well. So our first volunteer call is going to be for Literacy Night. Literacy Night is tomorrow, November 20th from 4:30 to 6:30. We would love to acquire at least 10 more volunteers to assist with the functioning of the event, the cleanup, all of those things. So if you do have the space, please let us know. If you are a Kipster parent of a child 12 and under and you would like to attend, again, it's from 4:30 to 6:30. That food is able to be purchased. We're going to be having amazing activities surrounding reading and literacy for us to indulge in together to really, build that relationship and have some fun. And I think that, children being in the same space with their teachers and staff members outside of the regular school day, I think it is really impactful for them as well. So please, 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 if you are interested, communications@thevillagewithinpto.org for volunteering. We're also going to be posting the form as well. We're going to be posting, and we actually have posted the information on Literacy Night. You do have to register to attend. If you forget, we are still welcoming you, so don't worry about a thing. But again, you can check out our social media for those links and for that information. If you have any other questions, please reach out as well. So again, that is Literacy Night tomorrow from 4:30 to 6:30. Additionally, we do a fruit and veggie giveaway. And by we, I'm meaning Kip does a fruit and veggie giveaway, and the Village Within and our volunteers would love to support that initiative by acquiring about 3 to 5 volunteers for that. So this fruit and veggie giveaway is something that happens during the day, which I think is amazing for our children. Again, this is for our children. So from 12:30 to 1:30 during the day, we will be distributing fruits and veggies throughout the classrooms. So this is why, just a couple of extra hands would be appreciated. So again, that's 12:30 to 1:30. Not too far from dismissal, so it's an easy haul. And we're just, again, passing out some fruits and veggies, some nutrients that is really essential for our children during the day. So if you do have the space, 3 to 5 volunteers for that. Again, reach out. We will be posting links for our volunteer form if you have not already filled that out. And we would love to have you to support this initiative. The kids really do deserve to have some type of nutrients throughout the day, especially because sometimes we know that they don't eat lunch. So also helps out the parents with giving them a little bit of energy before they come home, because they're always hungry when they come on home. So again, 3 to 5 volunteers for our fruit and veggie giveaway from 12:30 to 1:30, and this is going to be on Tuesdays only. So again, Tuesdays only, we will be providing the distribution of these fruits and vegetables. So from 12:30 to 1:30 on Tuesdays. And then literacy night is from 4:30 to 6:30 tomorrow. And we would love to have about 10 more volunteers if we can to execute this in the best way possible. Let's move on to our announcements. If you don't already know, right now we are in American Education Week. So this is a really big week, obviously, for the school, and there are different themes. So it's kind of like a spirit week, different themes for every day. So today was Wish You Well. Children came to school writing really special and intentional notes for staff members that really mean something to them, and pouring into these staff members and letting them know how they really light up their lives and light up their education at the school. So if you did not, let your Kipsters know about that today or yesterday, this is something that we can still execute tomorrow, because at any time we really do want to pour into our staff members. So again, if you guys have a couple of moments in the morning to write a little note to a staff member of your Kipster's choice, and just letting them know why they appreciate them, that would be an amazing thing. So tomorrow is Giddy Up for Greatness. So we want everyone to come in their best Western gear. So maybe bring those fans out, but it's going to be a really, really fun day. We want you to come to Literacy Night in that gear as well. The theme of Literacy Night is going to be the Wild Wild West. So coming in your Western gear, and also just saving that fun for Literacy Night from 4:30 to 6:30 again. That is going to be a great event, a fun event, especially because we will be, all in our Western gear. So again, this is American Education Week. Yesterday was Wish You Well. So if you guys didn't participate, please write a little note to a staff member of your Kipster's choice, or maybe up to your choice as well. I'm gonna let them know why you appreciate them. It would be an amazing thing. And again, tomorrow is Giddy Up for Greatness. So we're gonna be dressing in our best Western attire. Let's move on. A reminder of our next meeting, of course, is going to be December 17th. It's going to be a morning meeting at 7:45 a.m. We do interchange those meetings from the morning to the afternoon to accommodate all. And then additionally, we have our overview here. So there's no way, shape, or form that you can't get the information that you need from the Parent-Teacher Association. One more announcement, very important. Let everyone know, screaming at the top of your lungs if you can. Open application enrollment has started November the 1st. So this is a really, really big and important time for the school. Again, open enrollment, accepting more applicants so that we can continue to build at KIPP Baltimore. So spread that word. And if you are in any conversations with anyone, any other parents about, applying to schools, please put a word in for KIPP Baltimore. Again, we are building and building our quantity in our school. So again, it's open application enrollment. So keep that in mind. I do want to mention one thing that I forgot to mention as far as Miss Karina Wells, the Ujima operations manager. She did speak to us about one more thing, and it was something vital that I wanted to discuss. A lot of parents have been talking about the fights that have been happening, the profanity that has been occurring upstairs at Ujima. And Ms. Wells wanted to assure everyone that, Ujima is in a place of course, rebuilding that morale, building, empowerment within the school, and holding our students accountable. And when it comes to that profanity, and also with any physical altercations, we are reaching out, and meaning the school is reaching out, the staff is reaching out to parents, assisting with, getting that assistance from parents in, reprimanding, managing the children, talking to the children, because I think that it is important that it is a group effort. And a lot of time when you're dealing with profanity and things like that, sometimes that is something that really can and should be handled at home. A lot of our children are obviously susceptible to respond to us before anyone else. So I urge us to hold these conversations with our children, just about the code of conduct, KIPP's code of conduct, about integrity, about respect. about emotional control and what that means, maybe implementing other, ways and resources to induce emotional control. It's a very important thing, especially for children to learn, because by the time you're an adult, you're ahead of the game, because we do know that a lot of adults out here, maybe even most, don't even exhibit, the emotional control that they could. So if we could get the ball rolling early, we can really change the game for our future. So again, just assisting the school in holding our children accountable to, a code of conduct, to integrity, to respect. But just really wanted to reassure that the school is on top of, managing and handling these situations 100%. One more time, guys, Literacy Night. We need some volunteers. And we also need your engagement and your attendance. So please, please come on out. It's from 4:30 to 6:30. And again, we will be posting links for volunteering and links for the registration for Literacy Night as well. But that is all for tonight, family. Thank you for engaging. Thank you for just being an intimate part of your child's education. It is so important, and it does make a difference. So we appreciate you. We appreciate you for volunteering as well. If you have any questions, please reach out to info@thevillagewithinpto.org. And we will see you next month for our next meeting. That is going to be a morning meeting again at 7:45. And it is going to be December the 17th at 7:45 a.m. We will see you then. Everybody have a great night. Peace.